Did you know TSC has an app called Gigahood IQ that lets you set your network's performance and security for every device, every app, every room, and every family member in your entire home? That's a powerful tool right at your fingertips, and it's free. So if you are interested in the best Wi-Fi, a separate guest network, parental controls to protect your family, 24/7 managed Wi-Fi support, and whole home threat protection with Protect IQ, stop and download the Gigahood IQ app right now. If not, take your chances. An ultimate fiber experience. Get it free with the Gigahood IQ app from TSC.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to literally a beautiful night for high school football. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. It's week number 1, and we can't be any more excited about this football team, Mark. It's going to be a great year, I hope.
I think it is going to be a great year, and this is going to be a great game tonight coming off what we had to finish the last year's season, and I think we're going to see some fireworks tonight.
Well, we've got two teams in here that are very well coached. Before we get to the Wapakoneta Redskins, let's talk a little bit about this Oregon Clay team that we're going to face tonight. Yeah,
last year they won a league title. It was their first league title they'd won like in 45 years. They were 8-2 in the regular season. They lost to Toledo Whitmore and Perrysburg. Then they lost in the first round in the playoffs to Sandusky. But they got a new coach coming in this year. So a guy that came from Michigan.
And some pretty good credentials, too, following him.
Yeah, his name's Derek Pennington. And last 4 years up in Michigan, he was 34-14. Back in 2022, they were in the state final game, and he was the Division I coach of the year. They lost, but I think he's been in the playoffs 15 years when he was up there coaching. So, wow. So, I mean, he brings a lot to the Oregon Clay team.
And as far as the Wapakoneta Redskins are concerned, it's all about senior leadership this year. Led by, of course, the quarterback Caleb Moyer and his two outstanding wide receivers, Caden Page, along with Ryan Richardson. We're going to throw in our good friend Noah Bishop and Jarrett Mullen. So it's all seniors, especially offensively and probably defensively.
And you even forgot that quarterback can run too. So Caleb Moyer is a pretty good athlete himself. So, yeah, there's a lot of weapons there.
We also failed to mention Andre Longsworth, who comes in a little bit lighter than last year, but definitely quicker and just as tough as he's been the last 2 years.
Yeah, like I said, with our offense, as far as spreading the ball out, we spread out the ball on the field. And, usually a high school can cover your one guy. Back to receive, we got number 24 and number 7 for Oregon Clay.
So Oregon Clay is going to receive the ball and kicking off for the Wapakoneta Redskins.
Gavin Gillespie's going to kick off for us today.
Gavin Gillespie.
Yep.
Yeah. Gavin wearing 99.
Yeah, he's a soccer player. I think this is his first year coming out and kicking, so it'll be interesting to see how we start the year off.
Short of the 10-yard line, over the 20, over the 25, and wrestled down there, short of the 25-yard line, or short of the 30-yard line, and that's where Oregon Clay will start 1st and 10.
Looked like Ethan Becker on the tackle there.
It is literally a beautiful night for football. You couldn't ask for anything better. Of course, the last few weeks, hot and humid, and today mostly in the mid to upper 70s, and it'll cool down even more once the sun goes down.
Yeah, as hot as it has been, this is an amazing night tonight, how it cooled off this week.
Landon Eichelberry, a sophomore at quarterback for Oregon Clay with a 3-wide receiver set. He's going to keep it. And that'll be a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Andre Longsworth there on the tackle. Again, he seems like a small defensive lineman, but I'll tell you, he can run down the line of scrimmage, and that's what he did there.
Defensively, what are we looking at? What kind of front are we looking at? We saw a little bit last week.
We're typically a 4, but, when we get a spread team like this that comes out and spreads out with receivers, they'll go more of a nickel with 3 down linemen, but right now we're in our 4.
That's Max Morrison, the wide out. Wide to the left, 3 to the left, in fact. In the backfield is Colin Greenwalt. We've got motion to the right. It's going to be handoff on the sweep up over the 35-yard line and close to an Oregon Clay first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah,
Actually short.
Noah Bishop there closed the gap in, made a tackle. Jarrett Mullen was in on the tackle as well. You know, Jared's playing linebacker this year, so it's a little bit different position for him. But, again, great athlete that can fly to the football.
So they're going to be about a yard short. Mark the ball at the 37-yard line. Just underway, first quarter action here from Wapakoneta. 3rd and 1. Maybe a little motion on the line, but there's no flag, and a quarterback keeper has the first down and then some, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, Wyatt Buell and Caden Page in on the tackle there. Wyatt Buell playing that defensive end on this side.
Boy, Eccleberry is a good-sized kid, isn't he?
He is. He's like 6'2", about 205 pounds. He's also a baseball player and a wrestler, so, you know.
Multi-sport player. We love those.
Yep.
We love those. 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Actually, the first possession of the game. Oregon Clay 1st and 10 from their own 44. 2 wide receivers to the right. An H-back there, but it's going to be a handoff over left tackle and stuffed them at the line. Nice defense for Wapak.
Yeah, Dan Hauser and the defensive line did a nice job of not allowing any penetration there.
Greenwald, the ball carrier. Eccleberry running to the sideline and back. That could wear you out on a night like tonight. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We'll call it a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd and 8. Rolling to the right. Eccleberry looks, throws, caught. And that's Greenwald on the receiving end, but boy, he got stuck hard.
Yeah, Jarrett Mullen, outside linebacker, was out in his flats, and boy, he was right there for the hit.
Mullen, of course, playing a new position defensively. What a shutdown corner he was last year, and moved him to linebacker this year. In that scrimmage last week against Minster, he was showing why they put him at linebacker.
Yeah, this is a big play here, 3rd down, you know.
3rd and 7.
Hope we can force a punt here.
2 wide receivers wide left. Eccleberry takes the snap. Play action, looks, tries to throw the screen. Great defensive play. Oh, my. Out there was Bowersock.
Yeah, Braden Bowersock came up on his corner position.
And they're going to have to bring out the punting unit. Wow, Wapak shut that down quickly.
Yeah, he did a nice job of getting off a blocker.
Little confusion out there right now defensively as far as the return setup is concerned. We should count all the jerseys and make sure everybody's out there. Who's back to receive for us?
We have Caden Page and Jarrett Mullen back there.
That takes an Oregon Clay bounce, and it'll stop at about the 20-yard line. So Wapak will take over on downs on this beautiful night for football from Wapakoneta, Ohio. Week number 1 of high school football here on TSC. Tag team partner again this year after a several-year hiatus, Mark Law. Josh Bishop joining us for pregame and half-game commentary as well. And in comes Caleb Moyer as Wapak starts 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Back there with him is Mullen. 3 wide receivers set out to the right. Isaac Bishop is in on this play, wide right. Mullen looks, the screen, he's got some blockers, looks for some running room. Boy, that was a great tackle and a great run down the line by Johnny Kamilski, the senior. He's also a running back and a linebacker. Good lateral pursuit to stop that play.
Yeah, it kind of looks like old-fashioned 5-2. They have 5 down guys, you know, on the line, 2 linebackers, and then they're just running a zone with their 4 deep back there.
Looks like they've got a couple of big boys on that line, too. 7:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Wapak's first possession of the game. 5 wide receivers set. Moyer sets up the screen. That's Caden Page on the receiving end, and Page gets rustled out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, they got a holding, and it's going to come back. There's a flag on the field, and the side judge on the Oregon Clay side of the field was indicating holding on the Redskins, and that is indeed the case. Want to thank our sponsors for the game. Of course, our good friends at TSC. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, and Allen Davis Insurance Agency. That's going to put the ball inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark it at about the nose of the ball at the 13. Yeah, high school football starts it off. Of course, in our area, it all started yesterday with a couple of local games. And, in fact, a couple of WBL teams playing yesterday, Defiance and Shawnee, and both won their games.
I think LCC might have won that game against Shawnee, I think.
Oh, Shawnee. Oh, it was close. It was like 22-20 maybe, yeah. All right, 2nd and 19. Moyer's going to roll right. He's got a little bit of pressure. He's going to go down the right sideline. He's got a man open to the 50, to the 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. Caden Page. Caden Page.
Yeah, they ran a little out and up with him, and that corner bit on the out. As soon as he turned up, Caleb threw a perfect pass leading down the sideline.
87-yard touchdown pass. Moyer to Page. And Wapak draws first blood with just under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Wow.
Looks like Drew Newcamp's coming out to kick the PAT for us tonight. Elliott Block will be holding for him.
Niekamp, the junior, places down. The end-over-end kick is up, and it is good. Wapak with a big strike. Moyer to Page, an 87-yard touchdown pass. Brings us to our first break in tonight's contest. The Wapakoneta Redskins 7, Oregon Clay nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Welcome to the Gigahood IQ app, your home's guardian in the digital realm, featuring Protect IQ. Protect IQ sweeps away viruses, malware, and online threats for your entire home, so you can focus on what truly matters: family. Shield your home with cutting-edge technology, ensuring every device is safe. No more digital dangers, just seamless, worry-free connectivity. Experience peace of mind with Protect IQ, included in the Gigahood IQ app. Download the free Gigahood IQ app and secure your home with Protect IQ today.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Friday night football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merritt Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merritt is with you, because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merritt, your home team in real estate.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law and Josh Bishop on a beautiful night for high school football, made even more prettier or more beautiful with Wapak taking their first opportunity of the game, and after a holding penalty, an 87-yard touchdown pass, Moyer to Caden Page. I expect we're going to see a lot of that combination this year. Here's the return. That's number 7 for Oregon Clay. That's Carter Wozniak. And not a bad return up near the 30-yard line. Wow. Still catching my breath after that touchdown pass.
Yeah, Caden Page and Ethan Becker there on the tackle. That's Ethan's second tackle already on special teams. That's nice tackle.
And you know that's got to pump up the defense too.
Oh, yeah.
You know? They got to be psyched when you're playing from the lead right off the bat. Michael Berry in the shotgun position. 3 wideouts to the right, motion to the right, handoff to the right, and that's Durr, the ball carrier, up over the 40. He's got the first down before he's taken out of bounds. Jimmy Durr, the sophomore.
Yeah, they were able to block the edge there, and next thing you know, you're 5-10 yards down the field. So our corner, Bowersock, and then Caden Page came up from the safety position to make a good tackle there.
Yeah, it's not good when you have safeties and DBs making tackles.
Yeah.
But that was a good run and some really nice blocks there by the Clay offensive line. 1st and 10 from the 44. Fake handoff, play action, handoff this time. It's going to go to number 44. That's Bryce Bestgrove, another sophomore. So Clay really featuring their sophomores here so far in this game.
Yeah, Darren Hauser out there on the tackle, from his middle linebacker position. He's a kid that, you talked about played a different position last year, and they have him in the middle of the defense this year.
Yeah, we'll call it a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Just under 6 minutes remaining now here in the first quarter. Oregon Clay started at their 28 in their first possession. And they turned the ball over on downs, and then Wapak, big strike, 87-yard touchdown pass, and that's our score right now, 7-0. Michael Berry has time, looks, throws short on that comeback pattern near midfield.
See a flag out there. I'm not sure what they're going to call.
Either offensive pass interference, a push or something by the wideout to maybe make some space. And that's where they're pointing to the Oregon Clay side of the field.
Because I saw the flag come out before the actual catch of the ball. So, he must have pushed off and got a little space there.
Off. The white hat looks like Carl Schlegel to me.
It is.
Yep, and that's exactly what it is. What it is, what it was, what it will be. Either way, it's on Clay. I'm not going to strike up.
2nd and long here. They bring in an extra defensive back. Caleb Moyer's coming in as a safety also. So now we have 5 defensive backs out there. That's why we have our nickel.
Michael Berry, again in that shotgun position. There's 2 wide receivers left, 2 right this time. Michael Berry sets up the screen, and that's the other sophomore once again. Bestgrove up to the 40, up near midfield. Nice stiff arm as he rustled out of bounds in Redskin territory. And that's enough for a first down. Nice stiff arm there to get some extra yardage.
Man, I thought Braylon Waters was going to knock that pass down coming off the edge. And then when he completed it, they got a block out there on Bishop. And next thing you know, he's at the 2nd level.
Boy, this Bryce Bestgrove so far, 2 nice runs. And that was a nice run after the catch. They set that up perfectly. Nice screen. With 5 minutes remaining, Clay's on the move. 1st and 10 from the Wapakoneta 37-yard line. That's Morrison split wide to the right. We've got whistles on the field. Making sure the other zebras are in place. Motion to the right is Durr, and Durr's going to be the ball carrier up to the 30, 25, 20! And tripped up before he gets down to the 15-yard line. Nice run. Nice run by Jimmy
Clay
Durr.
is doing a lot of getting to the edge, and they're doing a nice job of getting blockers out there on our corners.
Well, the sophomore is making an impact for the Oregon Clay offense so far. Nice drive started back on their own 30-yard line. They even had a offensive pass interference penalty, but a couple of nice plays. Puts them in the red zone right now. Michael Berry looks left, throws right, and that time it was tipped. Oh, my. Now, you called it last time that it almost got tipped, and this time it did, and it could have been intercepted.
Yeah, Gage Vaughn came in from his outside linebacker position. I think he had him on a blitz, and he did a nice job of knocking that down.
Actually, Eichelberry did a great job of selling that. He made a really quick move back to his right after he looked left. And I think if they completed that ball, they would have gotten some substantial yardage there. But they didn't. It'll bring up 2nd and 14 from the 21. 2 wide receivers right. That H-back on the right side is Besgrove. Eichelberry looks, sets up the screen to Besgrove, breaks a tackle inside the 15. Boy, you can almost see that one coming.
Hey, Channing Miller in the game. Outside linebacker there, freshman out there getting the tackle.
Very good. Now it's 3rd and long.
I think Channing came in and gave, looks like, Hauser's still in the game also. I think they moved Jarrett to like a strong safety. Yeah, there we go.
Max Morrison split wide to the right for Clay. Eichelberry has motion to the right. That's Oslander. He rolls right. He's looking right. And just ran out of room, both the receiver, Ostrander, and the quarterback, Eichelberry. So good pursuit down the line by the Wapakoneta Redskins.
Yeah, Braylon Walter did an excellent job there, defensive end. He just kept containing him and stretching him to the sideline. Didn't get a corner on him.
They're definitely going for it, or they're going to kick. Oh, they're going to kick.
That's number 25, Gavin Monto.
Another sophomore attempting what looks to be a 31-yard kick, and it's going to get blocked. Wow. A nice stop there by the Wapakoneta Redskins. And a nice block. That missed field goal will keep us 7-0. Wapakoneta over Clay.
Yeah, I think that might have been
2:34 remaining in the first quarter.
I think it was Gage Vaughn that got in there on that.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that defensive stand right there. Again, you're coming off a really nice touchdown by the Wapakoneta offense, and then make a significant stop right there deep in your own territory. And that's got to bode well for the defense for the remainder of the game, right?
Yeah, when the offense had a big run on that screenplay and, across the midfield, and it seemed like they were, doing a nice job of running the ball as well as passing, but defense came up big there.
They're going to send Mullen wide left, 1st and 10 from the Wapakoneta 14. That's Andre Longsworth trying to set the block on the end for Moyer. And Moyer just ran around the defensive end and got 5 on the play.
Yeah, and there's that weapon I was telling you about pregame that you didn't mention. He can pull it at any time. We didn't see that last week at all, so I think, they were saving that for this week.
We'll call a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 from the 20. Knocking on 2 minutes remaining here in the quarter. Wide right is Isaac Bishop. Out there with him is Caden Page. 3 to the right. Mullen rolls to the right. Moyer looking downfield. Mullen sets a block, but Moyer decides to run. He's up to the 20. And short of the first down. Boy, he didn't have anybody to throw to, or was that just good defense by Clay?
It was good defensive coverage there. But he did a nice job of getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're going to give him the first down.
Oh, my. I thought he was short a yard. Goodness gracious. Well, that's good for Wapak. 1st and 10 from the 24. Big first down. $1:23 remaining here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Mullen's back there with Moyer. Caden Page on the move, motion to the left. He looks to the left, sets up the screen, and it was supposed to go to Mullen, but a little confusion back there, and it looked like number 50, Austin Vanderhoover.
They were trying to set a screen up to Mullen, and the lineman kind of got caught up a little bit and didn't get out in front.
Austin Van Ruin, sorry. Yeah. And right into his back. stops the clock with $1:10 remaining here in the quarter. Wapak up 7-0, taking the opening possession on an 87-yard touchdown pass, Moyer to Page. There's a little confusion down there, and I think Coach Moyer wants to call a timeout. So since we only have a minute left here in the quarter, we'll keep it right here. We'll tell you about our fine sponsors once again. Our good friends at Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor & Son, Auglaze Audiology, Mayor Dan Lee and his lovely wife Vanessa, thank you very much for your sponsorship. New to our sponsorship this year, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, a good sponsor on our television show In Ohio Country Today. Devin and his wife Kylie Dye, thank you very much. And Amanda Lifferton joins us once again from Pashita Creek Steaks, another great sponsor. Boy, if you're looking for great grass-fed beef locally, she's got a great farm down on Pashita Creek Road. And I'll tell you, that meat is incredible. You'll notice the difference. Check them out on the web at Pashita Creek Steaks. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. 1:08 remaining here in the quarter. This time just one wide receiver to the right. That's Caden Page. Set up trips to the left. Moyer takes the snap, looks left, decides to run. He had plenty of time to run, but dumped it off to Mullen. And Mullen was one-on-one himself, but managed to get 4 yards on the play. Boy, I think if Moyer decided to run right off the bat, it would have been a huge gain. But he kind of stepped back a second and threw that screen out to Mullen.
Yeah, defensive corner there, number 11 for Oregon. Clay came up and made the tackle. Again, the first guy is going to miss because Jared did a nice job of making that first guy miss.
I think after they got burned on that 87-yard touchdown pass, they're trying to shut down these receivers. 3rd and 6 for the Redskins, and there's a flag on the play, and it is going to be on the center. Yeah, that false start is going to go against Darren Hauser. The junior center for the Redskins.
Yeah, we were 3rd and medium. Now we're like 3rd and long. So, yeah, that's definitely going to change the play call here.
25 seconds remaining, and the clock gets fired up again on 3rd and 11. They're going to try to run a play, or they're just going to let the clock run out? Oh, there was movement again. Another false start. This time he's pointing at the wideout number 10, Isaac Bishop. Yep. So I think maybe once they start that clock again, they should just let it run out and talk about it. How they're going to attempt to do this 3rd down play, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So on 3rd and 16, and the ball on the 18-yard line of the Wapakoneta Redskins, they'll head down to the south side of the field, and we'll head into a timeout. That's the end of the first quarter here from Wapakoneta. It's the Wapakoneta Redskins 7, Oregon Clay nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. You're watching high school football on TSC. Allen Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer, and Farmers Insurance President's Council Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. Trust Allen Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection with offices in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. For more information, check us out on the web at allendavisinsurance.com. At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire.
We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Week number 1 of high school football here on TSC. And a big third down coming up for the Redskins after a couple of offside penalties. At the 18, there's Moyer under a little bit of pressure. He's got to run with the ball. He's got plenty of green space. Go, baby, go! And he's going to get close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
I think he's right at the chain, I think.
Oh, I think they've got his foot out near the
Wow.
30.
That's not where I had him going out.
3-yard line, 32-yard line.
He kind of hesitated. I think if he would have taken off right away, he might have got it.
Well, he tried to reach the ball toward the first down marker, and it didn't quite happen. I don't see him bringing out the punting unit right now.
Yeah, there goes Elliott Block, number 15.
Oh, okay. Well, I just saw Longsworth come in, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe powerhouse backfield or something. On 4th and 2, they're going to bring out the punting unit. Elliott.
Number 11, Campos is back for Oregon Clay.
Elliott Block was booming him in the pregame. That's not a bad kick. It's going to take a Wapak bounce down the right sideline, and it'll be stopped at the 25-yard line.
That's about a 40-yard punt.
Wow.
Usually in high school you have your returners set up around 30 yards. That's probably average as a high school punt would be 30.
And he was doing every bit of 40 and 45 yards in the pregame.
Yeah.
You know, that took a really nice bounce down the right sideline. Instead of going out of bounds, that ball had seeing eyes and managed to get another 10 yards after a couple of bounces. So just underway, second quarter, Wapakoneta Redskins 7, Oregon Clay nothing. Oregon has done a good job moving the ball. The last time they put it all the way down to the Wapak 13. Or actually, well, inside the 20, I should say. And a missed field goal is all they have to show for it. Eichelberry's going to hand it off. Nice run, nice hole for Colin Greenwalt. And Greenawalt, the senior running back.
Yeah, Jarrett Mullen and Channing Miller in on the tackle there.
Yeah, we'll call it second and a long 5.
Which makes sense. Mullen was a former defensive back, so in the nickel, that's what he's able to go back to do, and they bring Channing Miller in inside linebacker.
Jimmy Durer, watch out for him. He's wide left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Eichelberry, it looked like they moved on the line, but no flag, and there goes the quarterback keeper up over midfield into Wapakoneta territory. Nice run.
Somebody had some jersey out there on our corner, and I don't know if that's the flag they're going to call or not, but I definitely saw a lot of jersey pull out there.
There is a flag after that run. That was a nice 20-yard run by the quarterback, and that's going to bring it back.
Yeah, I think the corner out there, Braden Bowersock, his defender on him, his receiver, had a lot of jersey on him.
Officials timeout on the field while they step this one off. Wapak here at home to start the season, and they remain at home next week as we play host to Salina. And the Bulldogs, coming off a good year, last couple of years in fact. We're on the road to Defiance and then at Ottawa Glandorf before we come back on the 19th of September against St. Mary's. Make a note, that's homecoming.
You know, like I said, with this spread offense, they're bringing that nickel and bringing another defensive linebacker. Channing Miller is a freshman out there getting some, varsity time as a freshman. So, yeah, and another great wrestler.
You've got to earn it, but you got to earn it as a freshman.
Yeah. He's a nice-sized kid, though. He's 6 foot 170 as a freshman. I mean, he's
2nd and 9 from the 27. They're going to try to run that trap play over right tackle, and that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, again, Channing Miller right there. Braylon Edwards also in on the tackle. Yeah, Channing's got some good pedigree. His dad's state champion.
You betcha. Well, 3rd and 7 from the Wapakoneta 29. This is Oregon's 3rd possession of the game. Started back on their 26-yard line, and they had a nice run and then a holding penalty. But this is a big 3rd down for the Wapak D. Eichelberry, 2-step drop, looks, has time, throws, no. He tucks it and tries to run. Now he throws, has a man open, and it's dropped by number 8, Colin Grenewalt. And Grenewalt, the senior, wishes he had a chance to catch that one again. That was right in his hands.
Boy, Braylon Walters was putting the pressure on him, and he made a nice little move to roll out from him, and thought he was going to make a little play there out in the flats. But nice job for the defense here to get off the field.
Mullen and Page back to receive the punt as a little bit of confusion on the Clay punting unit, but it looks like they've got things worked out. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's a low liner. You got to get under that. Oh, you got to get under that and catch that on the fly. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. 5-10. That's 15. That's 15 yards without catching it on the fly.
Yeah, it's about a 50-yard punt.
Come on, boys. We've talked about that the last couple of years, especially with those two guys back there. If I had any concern at all on any of the portions of the Wapak game, it's their kick return game. They've let so many balls bounce.
Well, like you said, it just changes the field position a lot of times too. Like
that was huge.
15 yards right there.
That was huge.
Yeah. Again, defense doing a nice job getting off the field though.
Yeah, good defense there. No doubt about it. Wapak now 1st and 10 from their 22. Trips out to the left for Moyer. It's Longsworth back there. No, it's Mullen. And Mullen gets the ball. Mullen over right tackle. Good pursuit down the line. And nice gang tackling there by the Clay defense.
Yeah, the front three there, number 55 and 76 for Oregon. Clay did a nice job of surrounding him and keeping him short yardage gain.
Isaac Bishop coming into the game. And coming out is Braylon Walter. So I would expect them to go to a trips formation, 4 wide receiver set now that he's in. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Wide to the right is Ryan Richardson. And we do have trips out to the left. Moyer looks left, sets up the screen, and that's Caden Page trying to break a tackle. Boy, what a nice stick, wrap up, and tackle there by the Clay defense.
Yeah, number 22, Kyle Henneman came in there, was able to avoid a blocker and kind of blew up on that screen there.
Well, we can't take these DBs for granted. They're playing a good game. They had one mistake in this game, and that's it. The Clay DBs are playing well.
That was a long throw for that screen way out there. A lot of times they'll run that screen to the short side of the field. But, yeah, that was a long throw out there to that wide side.
Yeah, good point. 3rd and a long 7 from the 25. 8:23 remaining in the clock running. That's Page in motion to the right. Moyer's going to roll right. He's going to throw it to Page, and boy, again, good pursuit down the line. He was covered by at least 2 white jerseys.
Yeah, Oregon did a nice job there. You had 3rd and long.
Caden had no chance to turn it up the field.
Yeah, they just keep it in front of him, come up, make a tackle. Let
his momentum carry him out of bounds.
Yep.
That's all they needed to do. And that's going to bring out the punting unit on 4th and 5 from the 27.
Yeah, we got number 11, Ray Campos, back there for Oregon. Clay to receive the punt here.
Campos, the junior. Let's get off a good kick here. He's got time, and the left footer, low liner, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And not a very good kick there. This time, the ball did not have seeing eyes like it did on his previous punt and rolled down that sideline. It just made a beeline for the out-of-bounds marker. That was a shank on a 7-iron right there. So Oregon Clay will start 1st and 10 in great field position. Actually, their best field position to start so far tonight from their own 45-yard line.
I thought we might see him kind of throw the ball down the field a little bit more, and we haven't seen that yet. A lot of underneath passes or short little screens.
2 wide receivers to the right. That's Max Morrison. We haven't seen him catch a ball yet. Eichelberry, H-back to the right. And this time it's going to be a handoff again, number 44, Bryce Bestgrove. And Bestgrove with about a 2-yard gain there.
Tate Niekamp in on the tackle. Sophomore getting some playing time out there today at defensive end.
It really is a beautiful night for football. You couldn't ask for anything better in August. We've seen it a lot hotter and a lot worse as far as conditions are concerned. So anytime you get temperatures in the 70s by this time of the night in August, you got to take it. 2nd and 8 from the 47 after a gain of 2. Quarterback keeper there, Eichelberry trying to look for a hole. He managed, I don't know how, he squirmed forward for another 3 yards, but I thought he was definitely going to go out before the 50, and he just kind of willed himself over the 50-yard line into Wapak territory. They'll mark it at the Wapak 49, and it'll bring up 3rd and a long 4. I like this quarterback for them. I mean, he looks really poised. He takes his time. He looks for the hole.
And he's got that size too. 6'2", 205, just big quarterback.
Eichelberry's going to roll right. Looking downfield, throws across the middle. This time it's going to be caught. Max Morrison, the junior, with his first catch of the game, and that's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, no Bishop on the coverage. Is right when he made the catch, he was right there for a hit and a tackle.
That'll be at the Wapak 41-yard line. I told you before the game, when I saw the name Max Morrison, I got this little cringe in my back. If anybody remembers Max Morrison from the Kenton Wildcats back in the day. 1st and 10 for Clay. Yeah, that time it's going to be a handoff. Boy, he sold that. Jimmy Durr on a nice run there. And the quarterback, Eichelberry, did a great job of selling that. Boy, that was a late handoff.
Yeah, on that white
Durr.
side of the field there, Braylon Walter as the end, and he was able to get a little speed outside of him. Got the edge.
Yeah, we'll call it a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Just around 5, what do we have here? 5:13 remaining here in the first half. And Clay on the move. Morrison split wide to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. In the backfield with him is Bestgrove. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Eichelberry going to be close to a 1st down. Near the Wapak 32-yard line.
Again, you had Braylon
Walters
Walters in there, tackle. You had Darren Hauser was in on the tackle. So, yeah, they're getting to the football. This will be a big play right here, 3rd and short.
Yeah, less than a yard to go. So, yeah, 3rd and 1. This is where I would love to see the quarterback get up under center. They still don't do that these days. You think it's going to be a quarterback keeper? No, it's going to be a nice handoff, and he hit the hole and then ran to the outside. Bestgrove having a great night so far tonight, and what a wise move that was. The hole was closed. He jumped to the right side of the line and shifted gears and gets it out for the first down and then some.
Yeah, the defense did a nice job of initiating the hole, but then he did that jump cut, and, yeah, just made enough for first down here.
1st and 10 for Clay from the Wapak 23. Two wide receivers right. It's going to be a handoff. Why not? Give it to number 44. He's having a great night so far. The sophomore barrels his way forward for a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, when you have your safeties coming up making tackles, I think that was Richardson coming up making a tackle there.
Well, they got some big boys on that line, man. Jeez. And number 54, Tyson Werner. Number 79, Justin Laddie. Both of those guys are juniors.
They're definitely running the ball more than I thought they were going to.
Hey, man, you got those big bodies like that on the red side. I'd be running behind them as well. 2nd and 6. Eichelberry, quarterback keeper all the way, and he got hit hard. Wow, what a nice stick there after he got over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Channing Miller from his linebacker position did a nice job filling in the hole there.
All right. That was nice. Now it's a big 3rd down. And the way that Clay has been moving on this particular drive, even though it started in good field position from their 45, the way they've been moving the ball, if they don't get the first down, I don't think they're going to kick it again. So I would expect maybe, just maybe, they're going to throw the ball. But this Bryce Bestgrove is having a good game so far. He's back there with the quarterback, Eichelberry, and there's a timeout on the field. And Oregon wants to talk about it. So we'll take a timeout with 2:12 remaining here in the half. Wapakoneta 7, Oregon Clay threatening. We'll be back after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family-owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Auglaize Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no obligation quote.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Auglaize Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Week number 1 of high school football here on TSC. 2:12 remaining in the first half. Wapakoneta up 7-0. Clay missed a field goal on their second possession of the game. So this is a big third down right now. Motion to the right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Some running room out to the left side. A nice stiff arm there by Eichelberry, and that gets him the first down.
Yeah, he put a nice stiff arm on the corner there, and then Caden Page came up from his secondary position to make a tackle.
A little slow developing and getting it to the outside there. Good pursuit by Wapak, but that was a nice stiff arm by the sophomore quarterback, Landon Eichelberry. I'm going to keep butchering that tonight. 1st and 10 for Clay from the Wapak 11. Eichelberry rolls right, feeling the pressure. He's going to just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah,
that was intended for Carter Wozniak.
We had nice coverage out here by Caleb Moyer and both Bishop boys, Noah and Isaac, and then Hauser was putting the pressure on him.
Stops the clock with $1:37 remaining in the half. Well, let's see if the Wapak defense can button it up. Clay can get a first down if they get inside the 2-yard line, it looks like. And I don't think they're thinking field goal at all. We got Morrison split wide to the right. That's Durr split wide to the left. We haven't heard from him in this particular drive. Eichelberry sets up the screen to the left. That's caught by Oslender.
Yeah, he was sitting as an H-back there, and he did a nice little roll-out, stop, throw back screen. It was a pretty nice setup.
Nice run after the catch. Good blocking out there for Clay. And that puts him at about the 3-yard line. So it's 3rd and, maybe less than 2 for a first down. 3rd and 3 for the touchdown.
I'm surprised number 44 is not out there at running back right now.
Yeah, you're right. Motion to the right. H-back sets up to the right. Eichelberry takes the snap, hands it off. That's number 8, the ball carrier, Colin Greenwald.
Mullen did a nice job coming off the edge there.
And Greenwald's going to get it close to a first down, but he's going to end up short, so it's going to be a tough 4th and 1 for a first down, 4th and 2 for the touchdown. And the clock is running, 28 seconds. No, they're going to stop the clock, take a timeout, and talk about it, so we'll keep it right here. Lots of options to choose from for the Clay offense here, Mark. I mean, number 44, Bestgrove, has had an outstanding game.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see some type of read between him and the quarterback, where the quarterback can give it to 44 or, take it himself off the edge. So, yeah, that's going to be a good call if we see those. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was surprised he wasn't in the game last play.
Mm-hmm. So this is important when you talk about the kicking game. You talk about special teams at every level. It can make a difference in the game. And let's hope this doesn't come back and haunt Wapakoneta. But that last punt going out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Oregon gave them great field position with only a couple minutes remaining. And they've been able to work it down into threatening red zone territory, if you will, as the ball's at the 2. They need 1 for a first down. They need 2 for a touchdown. And 29 seconds remaining.
Well, it looks like they're going with their 4-man front here, so they got Mullen tied up on the edge here, so they're thinking probably run.
Max Morrison split wide to the right. Could be a quarterback run to the right. No, he's going to go to the left. Oh, he got stopped early and managed to stretch forward.
Man, Hauser had a blitz coming on. He shot through the gap, and he made contact.
I don't know if his knee wasn't down before he jumped forward for that first down.
Yeah.
That was really close.
I thought he was going to take him down right there in the backfield. Man, nice job by the quarterback to extend.
Yeah, he did a great job there. Gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal, and Clay wants to talk about it again. So we'll keep it right here before we go to the half. Want to remind you, schedule-wise, we left off with the September 19th game here at home against St. Mary's. That's homecoming game. Then we go on the road to Van Wert, on the road to Shawnee, then back to the friendly confines of Wapakoneta Stadium against Kenton on October 10th. The following week, we're here, our last home game of the regular season. Let me emphasize that. Against Elida, and then we finish the regular season on the road to Bath. Also want to indicate to you that senior night is October 10th against Kenton, and band senior night is October 17th against Elida. What's Coach Moyer out there saying to his defense?
Boy, right now he's trying to get some penetration. Your front four is going to try to stay nice and low, but like you said, they got some big hogs up front.
Michael Berry, it's a high snap! It bounces away from him, and it looks like Wapak's going to recover! Oh, my!
Wow.
Oh, my!
Did you see Jarrett Mullen? He didn't go for the football because
he pushed the
quarterback away. Yes. Then Caden Page was able to come and pick up the fumble.
What a wise move that was.
It was.
Oh, my. Huge turnover for Oregon Clay. Just electrifies the Wapakoneta faithful with 20 seconds remaining. Oh, my.
Wow. As a defense coordinator, I guess that's what you're trying to call for, right? Something? Caden Page was a recover on the fumble, yeah.
Wow. I would just take a knee and let's get into the locker room. And that's what they do. Wow. What a huge turn of events for the Wapakoneta Redskins. As they run out the clock here. And I don't know. They didn't call a timeout. You're going to run the clock? Yeah, sure they are. And that'll bring us to the half here in Wapakoneta. With the score, what an exciting first half it's been. With the score, the Wapakoneta Redskins 7, Oregon Clay nothing. We'll be back with second half action right after this. You're watching TSC.
Pusheta Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic, and hormone-free. From fresh, grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Pusheta Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio. And we take the time to custom-fit your order to exactly what you want for steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more. Check us out on the web at PushetaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushetaCreekSteaks.com.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs. At Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Our goal is to provide our client families with celebrations of their loved one's life and the time they share. We give every family in our community unique opportunities to learn, share, and remember. For more information, visit us at EelyFuneralHomeAndCrematory.com.
Welcome to the Gigahood IQ app, your home's guardian in the digital realm, featuring Protect IQ. Protect IQ sweeps away viruses, malware, and online threats for your entire home, so you can focus on what truly matters: family. Shield your home with cutting-edge technology, ensuring every device is safe. No more digital dangers, just seamless, worry-free connectivity. Experience peace of mind with Protect IQ, included in the Gigahood IQ app. Download the free Gigahood IQ app and secure your home with Protect IQ today.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Friday Night Football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merit Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merit is with you because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merit, your home team in real estate.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Allen Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer and Farmers Insurance President's Council Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. Trust Allen Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection with offices in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. For more information, check us out on the web at allendavisinsurance.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big D and Wilson alongside of Mark Law and Josh Bishop. And Josh, let's talk a little bit about your thoughts here in the first half.
The first half was we had a couple miscommunications on the offense. A little things happening on there. Defense stepped up, made a big play with a blocked field goal, or a block, actually a snap over the head on the quarterback. And, man, that was huge. The momentum went to us going into the second half. But I thought Wapak played really good defense. We just got to get our offense on cue. We're missing receivers. We got some things we need to work on.
Yeah, I was surprised from Oregon Clay. I thought they might throw the ball down the field a little bit more, but they're kind of keeping it short on some short passes. But their running game, with the quarterback and number 44, Vesco, they're doing a nice job.
Mm-hmm. When you look at the defense, too, let's talk a little bit about defensively. That was a nice stand. We got lucky because they had two deep drives in the red zone against Wapakoneta. They came away with nothing, as far as a turnover is concerned and a missed field goal.
Yeah, sometimes they say, hey, sometimes you just have things going on your side. And as Mark knows, he was one of those teams in 1986 that had everything 10-0, right, Mark?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have things going your way. And with this team, I think if they want to do that kind of thing, that's what they had, that snap over his head. So I think Wapak needs to get their offense moving, though. I think they've kind of been stumbling a little bit after the first drive or two.
Yeah, like you were talking about the defense, though, they had some issues coming into the season. They were looking at some new linebackers, and it was nice to see some young guys out there, getting some time. Channing Miller had some nice big hits.
Channing Miller,
and Tate Niekamp playing a little defensive end. So it's nice to give some of those guys a break that are going both ways, and it's nice to see some of them young guys and be able to come in and produce a little bit on defense there.
Yeah, I saw Channing come in and just lay the wood on one play, and we're all like, wow, that is good to see. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
To see a freshman coming in with Oregon Clay, they're a big D2 team, and, it's not like they're small. I think they average 285 across the front line, so they're huge. So when you see a little linebacker as a freshman,
you can't say little. I was going to say,
he's not
6 foot 170 as a freshman. Like I said,
that's pretty big. Yeah,
I said, I was telling Danny he's got nice pedigree there. Big Brent is his dad there. Yeah,
and I don't care who is. You see Brent Miller, I don't care how big you are. You're gonna probably go the other way. So.
All right. Well, we'll be back with second half action right after this. Thanks, Josh, for joining us. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching TSC.
Good stuff over here, guys.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no obligation quote.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Augley's and Sydney Audiology.
Augley's Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Augley's and Sydney Audiology.
When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Week number 1 of high school football action, and it doesn't get any better than this. Wapak up 7-0. It's in an exciting first half, but let me take a moment here to thank our sponsors once again. Ely Funeral Home, Miller Brothers Tire Center, Dad's Toy Shop, and Pashita Creek Steaks. You know, Mark, that was pretty exciting the way that first half ended.
Yeah, I mean, you think about Oregon Clay, you know, they had 2 nice drives. They set up some opportunities to score some points. We block a field goal attempt the one time, and they're first and goal on the 1-yard line, and they get a snap over the quarterback's head, and we recover. And, yeah, they've been moving the ball up and down the field, but defensively they come up with some big plays and keep them off the scoreboard.
And just like anything else, we talked a little bit about, the kicking game. You have to win in all 3 facets of the game to win. You have to have a good, strong offense. Obviously, you got to put points on the board. You have to play defense, but special teams are key. And that muffed punt, if you will, that set Oregon Clay up on that last drive, starting from their own 45-yard line, they drove it deep in the Wapak territory, got it down to the 1-yard line, and, of course, that muffed snap and a nice recovery by Wapak, but more importantly, a nice defense during the recovery process. I don't know how else I could say that, but I mean, that was pretty good what they did to keep Oregon Clay away from the ball and to gather it up.
Yeah, because Jarrett Mullen wasn't going to have a chance to get to the football, and the Oregon Clay quarterback was just getting ready to scoop up the ball, and Jarrett pushed him out of the way and was able to let Caden Page sneak in there and recover that.
Well, we've got the dynamic duo back once again to receive. Mullen and Page. This second half kickoff, and we're underway. Mullen gets under it at about the 12-yard line. He's up to the 20, sees a seam. He's to the 30, 35, breaks a tackle, 40, midfield, 45, and out of bounds at the Oregon Clay 40.
Yeah, again, he's in the open field, and there was a guy out there one-on-one to make a tackle. Jared made a nice move and gained another 25 yards on the carry there.
What a nice return and what a great response. After they stopped Oregon Clay, they'll mark it at the Wapak, or the Clay, 41-yard line. Wow. It was almost a 40-yard return right there. That was beautiful. 1st and 10 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. In Clay territory to start the second half. Moyer sets the offense, but hands it off to Mullen. Mullen breaking tackles, powering his way over to the 30-yard line.
Boy, offense did a nice job of opening up the hole there, offensive line. And, boy, he was in the secondary before you knew it.
It's the Jared Mullen show to start the second half. Wow. First down for Wapak now at the Clay 27-yard line. Wow. What a way to start. If you are not back in your seat after getting popcorn or going to the restroom, you missed 2 great plays. That time, that was a great defensive play right there. Clay blew that one up.
Yeah, Oregon's Clay's front three did a nice job there, getting a little penetration and making a nice tackle for a very.
Yeah. We'll call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now from the 28. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Into the game now is Caleb Adams at wide receiver. They're going to throw the screen to Mullen, and thank goodness that was over his head because number 22 for Clay was barreling down on him. And that's Kyle Heineman, the junior. I don't know if that would have boded well for
yeah, we didn't get a block
Mullen
out there on the edge. And yeah.
Wow. This time wide left is Isaac Bishop. Out there with Noah Bishop, they're both wide left. Looking across the middle, and it's caught inside the 5. Inside the 10, I should say. Caden Page held on to that. I thought it was going to get knocked away. That defender for Clay was all over him.
Yeah, Chase Burrell was right there again, but he, Cage has the size on him, so it's again, you're talking about a receiver, you can just go up and get the ball. And there's a nice poster out, and Caleb did a nice job of getting him the football.
1st and goal for the Wapakoneta Redskins from the Clay 7. What a great way to respond after that end to the first half. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 left. Mullins out to the left. Longsworth in the backfield. And then Caleb Moyer runs up to the 5, and he gets stopped right there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to run a little draw play there. Middle linebacker kind of
Colin Grenewald
called that one out.
Greenewald, the senior. Just underway, second half action. It's been the Mullen Page show so far. Jared Mullen with a 46-yard kickoff return to put Wapak in great field position at the Clay 41. And a really nice pass to Page to put him inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5, 2nd and goal from the 5. Moyer trying to kick it around left end. He got oh wow, it wasn't a block. It was a block from a Clay defender on a Clay defender.
Yeah,
that got him into the end zone.
The corner and safety kind of came up and clipped each other there, and Caleb did a nice job avoiding it.
5-yard touchdown run, his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, that was kind of supposed to be like a power play because both Mullen and Longsworth was leading for him, and he just bounced it to the outside.
Drew Niekamp to attempt the extra point. He's 1 for 1 tonight. The place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is true. And with 9:08 remaining here in the third quarter, Wapak takes their opening possession of the second half, marches it actually on a 46-yard return from Mullen. They take it in 41 yards for the touchdown after a 5-yard Moyer run. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. It's Wapak 14. The Eagles nothing. You're watching high school football here on TSC.
Bushita Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic, and hormone-free. From fresh, grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Bushita Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio. And we take the time to custom-fit your order to exactly what you want for steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more. Check us out on the web at PushitaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushitaCreekSteaks.com.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at MillerBrosTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs. At Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Our goal is to provide our client families with celebrations of their loved one's life and the time they share. We give every family in our community unique opportunities to learn, share, and remember. For more information, visit us at ElyFuneralHomeAndCrematory.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta with the Redskins taking their first possession of the first half and their first possession of the second half, tacking on a couple extra points, and it's 14-0.
Yeah, it looks like Drew Niekamp's going to kick off for the Redskins, and then we have number 7, Carter Velasquez, and number 24, Antonio Gennaro.
Wow, that's a nice kick. Down inside the 10-yard line to the 15, to the 20, and he's going to get wrapped up there by Andre Longsworth. Carter Welsniak on the return. So Clay will start 1st and 10 from their 21. Want to once again thank our sponsors for tonight's action, our good friends at Ely Funeral Home, Miller Brothers Tire, Dad's Toy Shop, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, All Glaze Audiology, State Farm, and GA Windsor. Clay's had a couple of nice drives deep into Wapak territory and coming up goose eggs. Missed field goal and a turnover. And a nice break of a tackle there by Colin Grinewalt.
Yeah, Hauser was there for a tackle in the backfield, and he just wasn't able to bring him down, but long enough for the defense to get to the football and get a tackle.
Gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. I thought the home field announcer was supposed to be a little bit more friendlier to the home team. He's calling it 2nd and 7. I'm calling it 2nd and 8. Either way. And that's going to be a false start on Clay. Just a beautiful night for high school football here in Wapakoneta for week number 1. Made even better by a 14-0 lead by the Redskins over Clay. 2 wide receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Eichelberry drops, looks, going down the left sideline, down the middle of the field, and trying to sell a little pushing there was number 3 Morrison. He had his hands wailing like he was getting beat up.
That's what I thought we'd see a little bit more of them, taking some passes down the field, but Noah Bishop right there, step by step with him. Great coverage.
He was all over him. And Morrison trying to sell the interference and couldn't quite do it. It'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 now from the 19. Clay's first possession of the second half. 2 wide receivers left. Eichelberry looks left. Has time. No, he's under pressure. And is he going to go down or is that going to be grounding? He threw the ball out of bounds, and why isn't there a flag? Was he outside the tackle box?
There was a receiver out there. Yep.
There was a receiver.
Yeah, there was a receiver out there.
Wow, he lucked out there.
Braylon Walter bringing the pressure from the outside, wrapped him up, and he was just throwing it away.
What a nice defensive stand there by the Redskins, and that'll bring out the punting unit. And Wapak with an opportunity to get the ball back in good field position.
They need to field the ball here. They can't let the ball hit the turf
Exactly. Here. Please catch the ball in the air. Both of these guys have great hands. They shouldn't fear that.
They might be bringing some pressure here.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It's not a bad end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by Page at his own 45, up over midfield. Now to the 45 of Clay and wrestled out of bounds short of the 40-yard line. So Wapak with great field position again on their second possession of the second half. Let's see if they can capitalize and put a little bit more distance between them and the Clay Eagles.
Yeah, it was about a 35-yard punt and with about a 10-yard return. So, again, good starting position here, on their side of the field. So let's see if the offense can put some more points on the board here.
Want to thank our sponsors once again, Jimmy Sager, State Farm, G.A. Windsor & Son, Home Savings Bank, Miller's Corral, and Elevation Chiropractic. Just a reminder, we stay home next week. Join us here on TSC for all the action Monday through Thursday as we repeat continuously throughout the day. And we're at home again against Salina. On first down, it's Jared Mullen still on his feet. What a beast. What a beast.
Yeah, both pulling guards there. Nice little sweep play. He cut it back inside and good run. He just kept those legs churning.
Boy, this has been his second half. The first half we didn't see too much, but this second half, he's running strong, running hard, and that's good to see. In the game now is Ryan Richardson. That was a gain of 8. We'll bring up 2nd and 2 from the 36. Under 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Fake handoff, play action. Moyer looked long, and now he's feeling the pressure, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get Caden Page on a double move, and he was well covered, and then Clay was bringing the pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, it was a huge loss for the Redskins. Probably about 12 yards there, maybe.
Yeah, Clay did a nice job on defense there. They didn't, come up on the first move, and
great pursuit. Once they smelled blood, they were like sharks in the water, weren't they?
Yes.
They really closed that gap on Moyer. He had nowhere to run. Now it's 3rd and long, 14. back on their own, or the Clay 48. Here's the screen. It's going out to Mullen. Mullen trying to juke a couple of guys. He does. Gets it up over the 40-yard line, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 5 yards.
Yeah, but that's going to be doable here. If we're going to have 4th and 5, 4th and 4.
Your defense is playing really well, so why punt them? Why try to do a coffin corner? Why not go for it?
Yeah, I think they will go for it here.
5:44 remaining in the clock running here in the third quarter. Wapak up 14-0 on this beautiful night for high school football. It really is. What a great
This is
night.
the time when you look for your playmaker, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's either going to Page or Mullen here.
4th down. Moyer steps back,
Wow.
looks, throws across the middle. It's caught. Noah Bishop on the receiving end, and that's going to be a first down.
Boy. And
he was wide open.
And he had Ryan Richardson down the middle of the field, down about the 20-yard line. It was wide open. That was a good look, though.
That was a great look, a great throw, and a nice catch. Noah Bishop on the first down, puts it inside the 30-yard line. Let's call it the 27.
That was a nice play call right there, going away from their two big guns. That just shows you that.
I think they were afraid of getting beat.
And it just shows you the balance of this defense or offense. That they have so many different weapons.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. It's going to be Mullen again, and Mullen gets beat around and a little late hit there by number 52 of the Clay defense. That was Robert Stewart, kind of hitting him while he was on the ground. We'll call it a gain of 3 the hard way.
It'd be nice if we could just run this next 4 minutes off of the top clock here and just pound it down here and get another score on the board.
Longsworth comes out. Bishop comes in. 2nd and 7 from the 24.
This might be a sweep right here.
Richardson wide left. And no, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Yeah. It's going to be Moyer up to the 20, trying to cut back inside. Wrestled down inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Redskins. And a nice run by Moyer.
Boy, Austin Van Ruin, number 50 there. Offensive lineman had a great block. It was just a little counterplay with the quarterback, and 50 got him a nice block out there on the edge.
First and goal from the 8. Wapak threatening again. That offensive line is woke up too, didn't they? They are really opening up some holes. Handoff. Mullen down inside the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal. Nice, strong running by Mullen in this second half.
Yeah, I think they're just going to pound one in here.
The clock continues to run, 3:15 remaining here in the third quarter with Wapak up 14-0.
And Coach Moyer is just going to take his time here and run some clock. And just, like you said, that offensive line starting to feel it, and they're starting to put Oregon Clay on their heels a little bit.
Play clock under 10, and that's Moyer in for the touchdown. Moyer with his second touchdown of the game, a 4-yard run. Wapak taking advantage of the great field position once again, and Moyer's coming off the field a little gingerly there.
Yeah. Yep, Drew Niekamp back out there for the PAT.
Keep an eye on him on the sideline, will you? Yeah. Niekamp 2 for 2. Oh, that was a great job of getting the ball down. Oh, my. Elliott did a great job of standing that ball up for Niekamp as he put it through. With 2:57 remaining in the third quarter, Wapak 21, Oregon Clay Eagles nothing. You're watching Wapakoneta High School football here on TSC. We'll be back right after this.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Friday Night Football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merit Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merit is with you because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merit, your home team in real estate.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Allen Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer and Farmers Insurance President's Council Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. Trust Allen Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection with offices in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. For more information, check us out on the web at allendavisinsurance.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Another nice drive, but good field position. That helps.
Yeah, I think they came out of the locker room, 2 possessions, and they got 2 touchdowns on the board. I think the offense had something to prove, and they just come out and ran the ball right down the field on them.
Here's the ensuing kickoff. And again, a nice kickoff inside the 10 to the 15. To the 20.
Yeah, about a 15-yard return there. Defense or coverage did a nice job of keeping him in the middle of the field there.
Carter Wendlandzak. And Oregon will start 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line. They need to put some points on the board now. Under 3 minutes remaining. 4 wide receivers set. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and the sophomore not going anywhere. Those holes are not there that he had earlier in this game.
Man, our linebackers, Gage Vaughn and Tatum Miller, just filled that hole.
Exactly. They're stacking up that line a lot better than they did in that first half.
We're basically playing 5 linebackers right now, and I'll tell you, our linebackers are just playing downhill right now.
2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Two wide receivers left. Watch for Morrison. Split wide left. And that's exactly what they do. They try to go to Morrison. I called that one. Did I get credit for that?
Yeah.
Morrison couldn't hold on to it, though.
Yeah, Noah Bishop out there in coverage. Again, it's a little pitch and catch out there, but as soon as he catches the ball, he's going to be tackled. So, again, we're just sitting there doing a nice job sitting in coverage. Maybe let him catch it in front of us, and we're going to come up and hit you.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt to give him a couple, 3-5 yards. It doesn't matter as long as it's not for a first down. Make them work for it. 3rd and 10 from the 25. 2:01 remaining in the quarter. Eichelberry looks left, trying to sell it left, throws it across the middle. It's going to be picked off. Interception. That's number 22, Gage Vaughn.
Yeah, I think it went in and out of the hands of the receiver.
Oh, there's all kind of flags on the field over there. Might be after the play. Little frustration or too much happiness. Let's see what it is. But boy, that's why you do those tip drills defensively. You know what I mean? You just got to get after the ball when that ball's up there like that. And Gage Vaughn did a great job of wrapping it up. A nice run after the interception, too.
Looked like there was some pushing and shoving going over there on the sidelines. We'll see who gets the call.
Is it going to be on both sides? I thought maybe it could have been a little bit too much merriment. But in the meantime, while they try to sort it out, let's thank our sponsors once again. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, and Elevation Chiropractic. Let's see what Mr. Slagle has to say. Both unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against the Redskins. You don't want to see that. A little bit too much exuberance, which is going to bring the ball back. Now back to the Clay 47-yard line. So Wapak will start at the Clay 47-yard line. And Moyer not looking as gingerly on that ankle as we saw him come off that last touchdown run that he made. 1st and 10 for the Redskins from the 47, $1:50 remaining here in the quarter. Andre in motion to the left. It's going to be Mullen on his tail. Mullen breaking tackles, stiff arm to the 30, 25, 20, one man to beat. Touchdown, Jared Mullen!
I'll tell you what made the play. That made the play was the offensive guard. Ethan Becker was pulling from the backside. He broke him out of the inside, and he was gone.
47-yard touchdown run by Jared Mullen. What a beast! Boy, when he gets those legs churning, he is something else. And a stiff arm of his own helped set him free. And then he found that gear that we saw so much of last year and beat that last man to the end zone. And that extra point is good. 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here. My goodness.
You know, after you get a turnover, you always want to get points, and that's the way to do it right there. You know, get the interception and come right back with a big score. And, man, now they're down, 4 touchdowns. It's
come right back. That was you couldn't even sneeze if you blinked. Wow. Well, that's also got to pick up the guys that got the flag thrown on them, because Gage Vaughn had a really nice return. It was a great heads-up play on that interception. And so when you get that kind of bounce back after a penalty, that picks everybody up.
Yeah.
Then Mullen could go to him and say, hey,
I think if it wouldn't have been on Clay's sideline, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But the excitement from the play and the turnover, and you're on their sideline, and that, probably some words were said. And
wow. Gavin Gillespie to kick it off again.
They're kicking to number 7 all night.
Yep. And he's going to get another halfway decent return up over the 25-yard line. Wow. So they'll mark the ball where? At the 27-yard line. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to lose a lung. What a night.
Josh and I was kind of talking before the game that it might be a little fireworks on both sides, but I'll tell you, our defense, man, shutting them down so far.
Well, you got to remember they had 2 deep drives into Wapak territory, and it could be a very different game had they decided to go for it instead of kicking that field goal and that one being blocked. And then, of course, the last series of the first half. And on the run there, number 2 for Clay, that's Ostrander.
Walter did a nice job from the backside running him down.
Gain of 2 on the play. $1:11 remaining. Wow. Big play night tonight here from Wapakoneta. All on the Wapak side of the field. Trips out to the left. It's going to be motion to the left. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper after he faked the option. And boy, what a nice tackle right there.
Yeah, Braden Bowersock coming up with a big hit. Staying at home at the corner there.
Boy, the junior shut him down. Nice tackle, nice wrap up. That's what we'd like to see. That's the kind of tackling we like to see. They'll bring up third and a long three. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. 20 seconds on the play clock, so they have to run a play here or call timeout. They're really taking their time. They've got 10 seconds now on the play clock. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 6 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Are they going to get the snap off? No, they're not. And why would they take a delay of game penalty or unless they call timeout?
I don't see the official. I don't see the official on that side.
Yeah. Delay a game. Why did they do that? 3rd and 3. Why did you take a delay a game? They were so slow getting out of the huddle and getting back to the line of scrimmage. I'm shocked by that.
I'm surprised they didn't have some coaches watching that clock.
I was. 2 wideouts left, 2 to the right. Eichelberry takes the snap. On 3rd and 8, he's going to look long down the left sideline. Is that going to be picked up? It is! Playing center field. Playing center field is Noah Bishop.
Yeah, he just, great coverage. He's just sitting back there. He became the receiver, basically.
Wow. Eichelberry put it in the breadbasket of a red jersey named Noah Bishop. Wow, what a great job. Actually, what was cool is he picked up speed to get under that ball.
Yeah.
And with that INT, it's going to bring us to the end of 3 from Wapakoneta. What a dynamite night to start high school football here on TSC. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more, all with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Week number 1 of high school football here on TSC. What a great night. 28-0 so far. One more quarter to go, though, and back comes the offense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in these next few drives here in the fourth quarter we see some subs coming in, starting to get some kids some playing time.
Longsworth with his first touch of the game, right? Or is this his second carry? First carry. Gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd and 7. Want to thank our sponsors once again for tonight's broadcast. Our friends at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Winster & Son, State Farm, Jimmy Sager. Thank you so very much once again. And All Glaze Audiology, Vanessa and Dan Lee.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're calling it a gain of 4. That's a good homer. 2nd and 6. We'll go with that. Moyer to hand it off. Longsworth again. Almost a face mask on that particular play. I don't know if you saw that, but the Oregon Clay defender had his hand up near his collar. And just like that, number 52 goes down.
Yeah, I see a couple new guys here on offense. They brought Caleb Adams back in the game for Richardson, and I think I see Caleb Wackoff coming in also as a running back.
So I think what we're going to do is, well, keep it right here because we just came from a timeout. And let me tell you once again, as far as the schedule is concerned, Wapak is back home again next week against Salina, on the road to Defiance and OG. And then home on the 19th of September for homecoming against St. Mary's. Back on the road against Van Wert, on the road to Shawnee. And then 2 back-to-back at home starting October 10th against Kenton, and on the 17th of October against Elida. The Kenton game is senior night, so make a note of that. And the Elida game is band senior night. And we finish the season on the road against the Bath Wildcats on October 24th. So Longsworth getting some carries kind of gives Mullen, I wouldn't say he's so much of a backup, but we want to see Longsworth carry the ball a little bit more, but it gives Mullen a little bit of a break offensively.
Yeah, I think Jared's going to probably be out for the rest of the game here. I would be surprised if he's back in there carrying the football.
Man, you can't beat it. What a great night for football, and we're happy to bring it to you. Couldn't do it without our good friends over at TSC. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Lonnie. Moyer takes the snap, looks, throws down the right sideline. Page goes up and catches the ball at the 40-yard line. Wow!
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, no, please, no.
Boy, that was a great throw by Caleb Moyer.
They're saying illegal man downfield.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Caleb threw that on a rope, man.
Not so much the throw. Caden Page went up there, and this is what I've loved about him the last couple of years. He catches with his hands. He doesn't let it come to him. He gets up there and goes after the ball.
Yeah, because, they had good coverage on him. And again, it's just a matter of an athlete going up there, And
he made a nice catch last week down the far sideline in a similar fashion where he went over the defender to catch that ball. And this one, not so much. But, yeah, Moyer made a great throw. But that was Caden Page to me, man. That was all hands. Dang. Oh, it takes away such an outstanding play. Whoa. Now Mullen's going to come back into the game.
Yeah.
Longsworth is going to come out on 3rd and 10 after the penalty, puts the ball back at the Wapak 22. And are we going to have a timeout on the field now? After all that, Wapak's going to take a timeout. So we'll stay right here instead of taking a timeout once again. Want to take the time to talk about our good friends over at Dad's Toy Shop. Let me tell you, man, Christmas is right around the corner. I hate to say it, but if football season is here, Christmas is going to come soon. And if you're looking for something great for your loved one that enjoys trains, planes, and automobiles, they have the best RC cars, trucks, boats, planes that you can ever imagine. But more importantly, they have the service after the sale. And JP and the family there, they do such a great job. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta. Also a big shout out to our friend Gail Miller and the family. Thank you so very much, Miller Brothers Tire. We know they're down here somewhere. We talked a little bit about Brett Miller's son playing tonight, and of course maybe his brother Aaron in the stands tonight. So
yeah, I saw Aaron earlier in the game down there in the stands.
A couple of outstanding wrestlers as well as football players. But I have to say, they're two of the best wrestlers to ever come through the halls of Wapakoneta. Setting up the screen to Mullen. Mullen did not get the block he needed, and that was blown up nicely by number 8 of the Eagles, Greenewalt.
Yeah, he did a nice job slipping under the blocks right there.
And he's walking a little gingerly.
Because if he doesn't make a tackle, he's got 2 or 3 blockers out in front of him. So that was a great defensive play there.
And I'm surprised that one of the 3 guys that were ahead of Mullen on that play didn't see him coming from the left side there, because he just came behind the blockers and closed quickly on Mullen to bring up 4th down.
We have Ray Campos back for Oregon Clay.
Nice punt this time. It takes a Wapak bounce, and it does. Picked up at the 30-yard line and run out of bounds by Campos. And Oregon Clay will start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice 40-yard punt there by Elliott.
.9:18 remaining here in the game. Wapak up 28-0, just like that.
Looks like we still got all of our defensive starters in so far. I thought we might be able to get in a few guys subbing in, but it looks like they're going to start this series off with all the starters.
I'm sure that Coach Pennington for Oregon Clay wants to get out of here with something more than a goose egg, but not on that play.
Nope, Darren Hauser, man.
Wow.
Playing downhill.
Eichelberry just couldn't go anywhere, and Hauser, wow, he closed that quickly.
They did bring Matthew Klein in as an extra linebacker. I think they took Jarrett Mullen out.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Not the direction Coach Pennington wanted to take this team. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Eichelberry rolls right, looking. Now he throws, and it's caught.
Man, Braylon Waters is out there on the edge. Every time I'm thinking he's going to knock that pass down.
Ostrander on the receiving end has enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains.
Good enough for an Eagles 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Yeah, this is the tale of 2 halves. You know, the first half, Wapak took that first drive on a big play, an 87-yard touchdown pass from Moyer to Page, and then that was it in the first half as far as their scoring was concerned. Eichelberry connects again across the middle on that little hitch. And that's Durr on the receiving end, close to another 1st down. They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, Braylon Bowers, nice coverage there. Just got an inside slant there on him, but again, makes a tackle, keep the ball in front of you. No big plays down the field.
Clock continues to run, 8:25. 2 wide receivers left. Eichelberry with a couple of nice passes here. As long as he's got time, he could be dangerous. He looks, he throws. It's a timing pattern down the right sideline. And number 6, Durr, got tied up a little bit with, looks like, Braden Bowersock. Bowersock kind of slowed him down and forced. It was kind of a timing pattern, so that he never had a chance to get to the ball. Eichelberry looks like he was throwing it to a spot. And that'll stop the clock with 8:05 remaining in the game. 2nd and 10 from the Wapak 43. 28-0. I'm sure the defense wants to throw a shutout. You know it. They're going to set up the screen. Wow. And that's caught up to the 40, 35, 30.
Yeah, they
nice run after
they caught
catch.
the defense in a blitz. They blitzed both inside linebackers. They ran a screen right behind them. So when those 2 linebackers blitzed, there was nobody in the middle of the field.
Bryce Bestgrove, who had a really good first half for Clay, on the receiving end of that screen. And now it's 1st and 10 from the Wapak 30. Nice run after the catch there by Bestgrove. That may be his first of handling the ball here in the second half. I don't recall mentioning his name at all so far in the second half.
Yeah.
After that outstanding first half. who I thought was going to get the ball, and a possible touchdown opportunity for Clay, and that ball's going to get knocked down again.
Yeah, Wyatt Buell getting those hands up.
Wow. How tall is Buell?
Buell, let's see here. Buell is about 5'10".
5'10", and his arms must be 5 feet long.
Yeah, he's got long arms.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Stops the clock with 7:21 remaining. 2nd and 10 from the Wapak 30. Trips out to the right. Eichelberry has Bestgrove in the backfield with him. We're going to send up another bubble screen kind of, and boy, he had his hand on his helmet.
Yeah. Back-to-back plays. Wyatt Buell making a big play here on the screen.
I was going to say, Buell had his hand on his helmet, and it looked like he was going to have it on the face mask, but it looked like he literally moved his hand up so he was holding the helmet, and he kind of kept it there to make sure they didn't call a face mask.
And I'll tell
I
you,
don't know if that was conscious or not.
I'll tell you.
It was smart.
And Walter out there on the edge, he's 6'2", and he's got those long arms. Every time it looks like he's going to knock the ball down.
3rd and 13. Eichelberry takes the handoff, or takes the snap. Wanted to hand it off to Bestgrove. Play action, just going to throw it out of bounds into our cameraman.
Wow, it's nice.
Paul Downing on the receiving end down there. Incomplete. We saw it.
Quarterback did a nice job to avoid the rush, and he got outside, and linebacker Klein was right there that forced him, because if Klein wouldn't have forced him, I think he had a little room to run.
It looked like he tried to use the camera to protect himself. I hope he didn't damage my camera. Paul, I'm taking it out of your pay.
Yeah, he's checking it out.
Goodness gracious. 4th and 13. Big 4th down. Eichelberry rolls, looks, throws, caught. He had to come back to the ball, so he's not going to get the first down. They're going to call it complete. And he's going to be short as he falls out of bounds at about the 22. He had to get close to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Noah Bishop out there on the coverage. Again, just keep it in front of you.
And we have a flag on the play. Another flag on the play. Well, it is game number 1. We've got holding on Clay, and that's obviously going to be declined. And Wapak will take over on downs.
Defense, again, nice stand there. I think they're eyeballing that shutout now.
You betcha. You betcha. 6:25 remaining in the game. And I think we're just going to see a lot of running going on this series. Moyer looks like he's limping a little bit to me. I don't know.
Did he have that brace on his knee in the first half?
I don't know. I did not. Yeah, you know what? I didn't see that. I thought it was his ankle. Hopefully it's not either his knee or his ankle. Handoff, Andre, over left end. Andre got hit hard as he got up to the 25-yard line. That helmet in the solar plexus, man. That's a tough hit to take. Stood him right up. But not after a gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. And the clock starts working its way under 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah, J.J. Mendine from the safety position came up and gave a nice hit right there.
Like to once again thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Ely Funeral Home, Miller Brothers Tire, Peshita Creek Steaks, and Dye Real Estate and Land Company. We've got motion to the right. Andre cuts it inside. It looked like he wanted to take it to the outside. Great pursuit and pushback by that defensive line of Oregon Clay.
Yeah, defensive end here for Oregon Clay did a nice job. He took on the lead blocker and was able to shed him and force the play inside.
So it'll bring up 3rd and a long 6. Clay's got all their timeouts, but I doubt they want to stop the clock now.
Yeah, they put Andre in at the running back, and they put Caleb Wackoff as that H-back there.
Isaac Bishop split wide to the right. Moyer's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Andre again as he cuts back to the inside. Got up to the 30-yard line, needed the 32.
Again, just an old wing T play there, but it's, out of the gun. Both guards are pulling. He did a nice job of setting the guard's block up and cutting behind him. Ooh.
Well, there's an injury timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Augley's and Sydney Audiology.
Augley's Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Augley's and Sydney Audiology.
When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta after the injury timeout. It's going to be tough to talk about this one because our good friend Josh Bishop's son, Isaac Bishop, was the injured player on the field. And our thoughts and prayers to the family. Fourth down, 4th and 2, but Walpock's bringing out the punting unit here. Nice coverage.
Yeah.
By the Redskins.
Yeah, it's about a 45-yard punt. Nice coverage down the field.
4:12 remaining in the game.
Got a flag on the play here. I don't know if we had a holding or looks that way.
On the receiving team?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Got a personal foul. A
Ooh.
blindside block.
Ooh.
On the return team, number 8.
Blindside block.
Well, that'll put the ball back inside the 15-yard line. They'll put it down at about the 12. So Oregon Clay will take over 1st and 10 from their 12.
A lot of new numbers out there on this series defensively. So
and that's good to see.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to get some of the younger players in there, and I think maybe Oregon Clay is going to do the same. No, they're still going with their starters. Eichel Berry at quarterback still in a handoff.
Oh, was there a fumble on the play? I think they're calling him down.
Grenewald, the ball carrier. And he's up to about the 20-yard line, so it was a nice run. Well, one of the things we have to talk about, I mean, I was injured on the football field, so I know what it was like. It's not a Me Too moment, but certainly I feel for the parents and for the player. And all you could do is hope that he's blessed to have good people to take care of him and a quick recovery, and hopefully his career will continue. And that pass will continue the Clay drive deep into Wapak territory.
Braden Wireman was able to run him down. Made a tackle. He got a step behind him there.
And now Oregon Clay in the red zone. And the Wapak defense.
Yeah, Oregon's sticking with their ones out there now.
Has a chance to lose this shutout.
Yeah.
Which I think they would like to have. But I think it's more important to make sure they get some of these players in there too. I think Coach Moyer calling a timeout right here.
I think we got a timeout. Something in his shoe came off out there at safety. He's out there tying his shoe. All right. Was it number 19? Carter Pack.
So equipment timeout on the field. Coming into the game is Carson Wiesner.
I didn't think you meant that.
First and 10 for the Clay Eagles. Eichelberry. Nice pass. That's completed. And into the end zone, and a nice run after the catch is Grenewalt on the receiving end.
You know, that's kind of hard to take as a coach when you put your twos out there to get them some playing time. Their team leaves their ones in. That's kind of a hard pill to swallow as a defensive coach.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's good for us to get our young guys out there, but your defense, your ones out there had a shutout on the board. As a defense coach, just leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
And the extra point attempt is good. So 2:55 remaining in the game. Since we had a long time out just a short while ago, we'll keep it right here. So let's talk about some of the positivities for the Wapak offense so far tonight.
Again, we said going into the season, you had your big playmakers. Mullen had a couple big runs, and he had the big return, and then Caden Page making some big plays down the field. So Caleb Moyer had a couple nice runs. Andre came in, had some good carries here at the second half. So, again, just spreading it out. Noah Bishop had a big catch on a third down play. So, again, just multiple weapons.
Yeah, Bishop also had that interception. Vaughn with an interception today as well. So, defensively, I think it's a tale of two halves, man. You look at that first half, and, yeah, they did a yeoman's job, offensively and defensively. Wapak did. And Oregon Clay had their moments. They had their moments. They were in the red zone twice and came up with nothing in that first half.
And defensively, we just stuck in that nickel the whole game. We brought that extra athlete in, and, we only had 3 down linemen rushing the whole time. And Buell and Walter was able to get pressure on the quarterback with 3 guys rushing and defensive backs. We just got a lot of athletes out there on the field. It makes a big difference.
Number 25, Gavin Monto.
And we got a whistle on the field.
Looks like we got Noah back deep.
And number 1, Noah Bishop.
And I don't know, was that another timeout or
23?
Maybe a little confusion about who was on the field right there. Make sure they have the right numbers, the right personnel, because it looks like the backups are in on the receiving end of.
Yeah, sometimes with special teams, it's kind of trying to figure out if I got
who's number 2 or number 3 on the depth chart. Yeah.
So it looks like Braden Bowersock and Noah Bishop's going to go back. They may put some hands guys up in front here. I'm thinking maybe Oregon Clay might try an onside kick here.
Oh, gotcha. You're right. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yep. They're all pressing the 50-yard line. I see that now. Okay.
Yep.
Good eye. Looks like he might be doing exactly that. Let's see. You're right. There it is.
It's got to go 10 yards. Oh, it might have touched one of their players, though, but
I think you're right, because the side judge put a beanbag down over here at the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
And I think that, he's going to say that.
Yeah, Gage Vaughn stepped in there and picked that up, though.
Where's Clay? Huh? Where's Clay? Oregon.
Yeah, so he's going to say, it was down. And Wapak will start this series.
That could have been a danger run if he wouldn't have touched it, because it was just kind of like creeping towards the line there.
Yeah, they're going to mark it right where his bag was. There it was, 48-yard line. There you go.
I mean, I work for like a company who is home here.
So I'm sure they're going to run the ball.
A little bit.
Moyer's back into the game at quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought Lisi was coming in at quarterback.
Man.
So they're going to keep Moyer in.
I don't know why.
Hand off to Longsworth. Longsworth.
Yeah, he's fighting for some good yards.
Yeah, he did a great job there.
Longsworth with the carry for the Redskins.
It's always those extra yards after that first contact that shows the quality of a running back. And Mullen and Andre, they do the exact same thing. They drop those shoulders and they keep those legs moving. And it doesn't matter, what kind of contact they get. It's going to take two guys to bring them down. It was evident, so evident early in this quarter what Mullen did, not only on that 46-yard kickoff return to start the half, but also that 47-yard touchdown run of his. Andre, the ball carrier again, and the clock continues to run.
I'm still surprised those two are out there on the field.
Me too. I think what he wanted to guarantee you that he would get at least one first down, and that would give us enough time to run the clock.
You're still up 3 scores.
28-7. It's going to be a big win for the Wapakoneta Redskins here at home to start the season. Who's in the backfield with him?
I think it might be Caleb Wackoff.
Little movement on the line.
It's Bentley Rook in there.
Encroachment, defense, 5 yards. It will result in a first down.
So offsides on the defense gives us the first down.
All right,
and
there
now,
we go. Yep, there we go.
Moyer's coming out, and Trent Lisi is coming in at quarterback. As the clock continues to run with $1:21 remaining. So some other takeaways, as we go into the game against Salina. We don't know until after tonight what Salina.
I like seeing some of those young players coming in and playing tonight that, takes 2 or 3 guys off the field that were playing both ways. Because, I think we were looking at 8 guys playing both ways. And the more guys we can get out there.
And actually running plays.
Yes.
Not kneel downs.
Yes.
We want to see them run plays. We want to see them get hit. We want to see how coordinated they are as far as running those plays, making sure the linemen are blocking properly and the receivers are in the right position.
Got a victory formation here. Just taking a knee.
Wow, what a ball game here tonight from Wapakoneta. Want to thank our sponsors tonight. Once again, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merit Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor & Son, State Farm, Auglaze Audiology, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, Pashita Creek Steaks, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, and Ely Funeral Home. All right, your final thoughts on tonight as we head into the Salina game next week.
Offensively, it's what we thought we were going to see, coming out with some big weapons with, Mullen and Caden Page and Richardson and Bishop and Caleb Moyer, and just a lot of offense and a lot of weapons. And, defensively, I think was where the questions were at, and I think they answered some of those tonight.
They really did, and they really turned it on here in the second half and come out with a big win to start the season, 28-7. For our videographers, Paul Downing, Harris Norton, Mark Fissel, and Jacqueline Miller. My tag team partner, Josh Bishop and Mark Law. I'm Big Dan Wilson. Our final score once again here from Wapakoneta. It's the Redskins 28, the Eagles 7. Have a good night, everybody. It's a beautiful night for high school football here in Wapakoneta. Moyer's going to roll right. He's got a little bit of pressure. He's going to go down the right side. He's got a man open to the 50, to the 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. Caden Page. Caden Page. Michael Berry has a high snap. It bounces away from him, and it looks like Wapak's going to recover. Mullen gets under it at about the 12-yard line. He's up to the 20, sees a seam. He's to the 30, 35, breaks a tackle, 40, midfield, 45, and out of bounds at the Oregon Clay 40. Going to be Mullen on his tail. Mullen breaking tackles. Stiff arm to the 30, 25, 20. One man to beat. Touchdown, Jared Mullen. He's going to look long down the left sideline. Is that going to be picked up? It is. Playing center field. Playing center field is Noah Bishop.
Yeah, he just...
Welcome to the Gigahood IQ app, your home's guardian in the digital realm, featuring Protect IQ. Protect IQ sweeps away viruses, malware, and online threats for your entire home, so you can focus on what truly matters: family. Shield your home with cutting-edge technology, ensuring every device is safe. No more digital dangers, just seamless, worry-free connectivity. Experience peace of mind with Protect IQ, included in the Gigahood IQ app. Download the free Gigahood IQ app and secure your home with Protect IQ today.